Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in here live on Beaufort Zone. We got another softball contest for you. We got 5A West Ashley coming into the nest to take on 3A Beaufort High School in their pink unis tonight for their pink out. How you doing? And alongside me, we got Thomas Erdell. How you doing, Thomas?
I'm good, fine. You know, when I showed up today, I'm here. I'm ready to watch some softball. You know, you just mentioned the pink out jerseys looking very nice. I'm excited to see Dave, you know, Tyler Grass throws a strike one there in early. Last time we were here out of this field, you know, she had a 14 strikeout no hitter. So looking for another dominant performance on the mound is Coach Rass. Fouled off the right side. Now ahead in the count 0-2 is Rass. Looking to secure a possible 3-pitch strikeout here early on. game from Tyler Ross. Nice season, leading team in strikeouts. Left fielder, number 5, earned run average. Many other pitching categories for this team. Out number 1. And last week, I know this might be tough for you here as a Battery Creek alum, but a good week for Beaufort High athletics last week, beating Battery Creek twice in every sport. So that including softball.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Beaufort High has been on a roll here in both the sports, and it's interesting to see what they do here against West Ashley here in softball tonight. Coming into this contest, 7-1 on the season. They've been playing some great softball as well as the boys in baseball. So I'm excited to see this matchup here tonight. Playing the 5A schools, and we got a hit to first base and another out.
Yeah, grounded to Johnson on our left side. Just easily field down over to first base with 2 quick outs.
The shortstop, number 12, Crow.
Continuing just the hot streak she's been on the mound. She's leading off for the Eagles as well, so yeah, this game 1, 2, 3 will see her after that. Bottom of the first. Contact. That was
No.
low on the mound. Alright, at the plate, excuse me. That's harassing on there. That one hit sharply. And that's a foul ball. Just step back in their box. Hit a loud sound, but did not stay fair down on left field line. And a strikeout there, 1, 2, 3 inning for Kylie Ross, continuing her dominance on the mound. Now she'll come up with that. Just a few moments in the bottom of the first. Quick 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Kylie Rass definitely the star player here for these Beaufort High Eagles, Lady Eagles, should I say? Definitely she hit a homer in one of the games we weren't able to cover as well. Coach Rass, obviously, his father was excited to tell me all about that when I saw him in the grocery store. So it's interesting to hear about them and the good things that they are able to do, especially even in the games where we're not around to be able to cover it. And you kind of hate a little bit that you miss out on those games, when they do amazing things. So, but let's see if we get a little bit of action. Maybe she can hit another homer here tonight, as she has the only homer actually on Beaufort's own so far in the first.
Yeah, you see her stepping up there with Rozek on deck circle, that being Reese Rozek, of course. The twins look exactly the same. Both have number 5 on their jersey. Reese was 15, rather than 5.
And while we got a moment, if you're tuning into our streamer, you join our stream here. Just want to let you know you can always text Beaufort to 801-801 to donate and help support our coverage of local high school sports. That is Beaufort to 801-801 to donate and help support our coverage of local high school sports. And just excited to hear why we got a moment in the middle of the inning. If you're tuning in, just want to let you take notice of our new scoreboard we have up here. Something I'm very excited about. It'll be a lot easier for me to be able to control, which the other one was a little bit internet based. This one is software based. So I can keep up with it and just be able to tap a button and be able to change those scores and don't have to worry about it getting in and out of sync.
Very impressive on that, texted about the other
Leading
day.
off for the Eagles,
Both very excited about that. I always love how you're always innovating, trying to get new things added to the channel. So
For sure.
Also, last week, we weren't really at any events, but I noticed that the channel reached 1,000 subscribers. So obviously, as the founder,
Yeah,
give you congratulations.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
As I've done so many times, thank you for the opportunity.
No problem, man.
On these games with you.
I appreciate you definitely for coming on and being able to help me out to be able to commentate, especially as I get used to some of these spring sports. I'm excited as we got Kylie Rast here at the top of the lineup for Beaufort High, and that one fouled off quickly.
Yeah, one fouled straight back toward us, and that coming in clutch though, keeping us safe.
Oh yeah, I definitely appreciate that. We don't have these at other fields, so we're not able to get that confidence and that secure protection there.
Yeah, and strike one from McKenna Meyer there, obviously. She's on the mound for Beaufort, and obviously, Rass able to make contact there as ball one from McKenna Meyer. With the count at 1-1. And the third baseman, Adeline Johnson, on deck. And, you were bringing up Rass pitching. The only other pitcher on the roster
Yeah.
is Adeline Johnson. She goes to school with me. She's a sophomore. I'm a senior. But we both go to Bucknell Montessori over in
I don't know.
Fort Royal. And she was telling me that
I get
Coach Rass tends to start Kylie more often because he believes that the defense in the infield is better when she's over at third. So while she's gotten a few starts this season, those starts tend to go to Kylie so she can be at third base and help boost that defense. And we already saw her get one into Alex on the ground out throw to first. So now 3-1 to this count to Kylie Rass.
we won it.
I believe that is a walk. But
That's what she thought. Yeah, she thought it was. She was ready to take off already to all the way to first base, and she called her freaking senior stop after getting a couple of steps into that one. Full count now. And this one, expecting Beaufort High to stay, I guess, balling in 5A with these 5A teams. And there you go. You got a hit, and she's going all the way over to first base, and she's going to be safe by a mile there.
Number 3,
unable to make
Adeline
that play
Johnson.
out at third base. Now Johnson. I don't know if they'll score that one as an error there. She had a chance at either catching or fielding or planning making the throw, but not able to get a hold of that one. Pass over at first base as Johnson comes to the plate. Thought about taking off there, but she was back to first. And in the games we have been to so far, this has been I believe third softball game for Beaufort High and Beaufort. We've seen a lot of steals. So
and it's still over there to second base, and they're going to call her safe over at second in the background of the camera there.
Right as I say, we've seen a lot of steals. She instantly just swiped second base.
That's that sportscaster jinx right there already.
Worked in her favor that time. Generally, it works against them.
And head over there to the left side, trying to make her way to first base.
Just unlucky for the West Ashland defense. His infield
Number 15,
rockets off the bat, unable to get him. And now Reese Berzek. The Reese's Puff theme song.
You're right.
And her sister, the twin, Riley Berzek, now on deck. So they're hitting back to back in the lineup.
We got a bunt over the first base. And Rast is going to come home, yeah. And she's going to be safe.
Look for a second that they might have gotten her, but she is safe, and now runners at the corners.
Number 5,
no outs,
Riley
already a 1-0
Berzek.
lead with her sister up to the plate. Number 5, Riley Berzek. We saw a lot of her during basketball season, the three-point shooter for Coach Jones' team. Now obviously at the plate. And the games that we've been to, I saw her dressed out in the dugout. She wasn't really playing. Not sure if there was some injury later or whatnot, but good to see her in the lineup tonight. Steal square up right now, and the steal attempt, but nobody covering second. And now runners on second and third for the Eagles. Unlucky there. There was nobody covering second.
Yeah, these girls, they keep running. Rest is one thing, but you got Reese and Riley, two basketball players, so they've been running all season, all season basically from basketball season to coming right in here to softball. So I'll tell you what, I'm not the best basketball player, but I've played a couple of games, and basketball conditioning is a whole different thing. It's a whole different game, man.
I was able to get a piece of that one. And that will be down to third. We're going to go home. Adeline Johnson will be tagged out, unable to score. The drowned out fielder's choice. And thought she was going to go to
Number
third.
14,
First there, excuse me,
Kirsten.
for a second. As now Kirsten comes up, but made the smart play. Right in front of home. Just light little toss to the catcher.
And up is Cruishing tonight, rocking that 14. A little bit of change in the jersey. She hits one right down the middle. It's going to be caught for an out. First out of, excuse me, the second, back to back.
That run on the bunt from Reese Brozak.
Number 2.
Quick 2 outs for
Maitland
West
Atkins.
Ashley. So good job by Lieutenant Meyer after giving up that run.
Y-
2 quick outs.
Yeah, especially after the great start, 3 hits in a row, and then after that bunt, and then that pop up right there. So definitely way to battle back, and now you got a good inning, only giving up 1 run so far.
So far, ball 1 in there. Kaylin Atkins, the catcher for Beaufort.
And the hit right to her. Nice catch. Straight to the face for the third out there.
The damage there so far, obviously just 1 run given up that inning. Great first inning overall, both top and bottom for both pitchers. Nice athletic play to snag that right there.
All right, and we'll be right back with the start of the second right after this.
Second for the Wildcats, number 6, McLeod.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the top of the second inning. Your score 1-0 by way of Beaufort High by the lady on the mound, Callie Rass, coming in first. And then a quick 1-2-3 by West Ashley at the end of that inning there.
Amy Lamb, number 6, at the plate for the Wildcats. Make it look something happen here, trying to respond to Beaufort's run. Baseball. Wow. Foul ball to that right side.
Yeah, and I just got done, and it's crazy to get one over that line drive. I just got done watching, as I was telling you, Alabama versus Texas, both top 10 in college softball, and there's a couple of line drive controversies in in that match as well. And one went, they called it in, and then they went to the review for the foul, and one was clean as day, landed right on the line near the wall. So.
Count off and seeing the ball well, just put it fair. Now 1-2.
Yeah, Rasta's been doing a great job for these ladies here on the mound so far this season. And when you think about baseball teams and softball teams, I think that's one of the key elements. It's like, having a quarterback in football and the strike out right there by Rast.
The center fielder, number 7, Butler.
Quick first out.
Yeah, and it's just something that you need. It's like a quarterback in football. I mean, can you win without one? Yes, technically you can, but it makes it a lot easier. Yeah, definitely, especially if the rest of your team is all ready to go. You just throw a good pitcher in there. You can show a little bit of dominance as Beaufort High has showed so far this year. I'm about to say it now. Callie Butler up the hit and scooting back on that first one there.
Yeah, you mentioned the success they've had. I was reading about them in the paper the other day, the Highland News in the sports section, talking about their 16-0 demolition of Beaufort High, or Hilton Head, excuse me. Beaufort High's demolition of Hilton Head. And Adam Johnson was on the mound for that one. And they're just riding. Obviously, the first game we were here, they lost, and then the second one they were able to win by mercy rule. This being the third game we've been to here at the stadium, but riding that 7-game win streak, looking to extend that. But West Ashley, while they're 3-1, on a 2-game win streak, looking to extend theirs and end Beaufort's dominance here. Obviously, they're 6. They're in 2, but both teams riding a win streak here, so somebody has to come in and tonight. Both teams, and it's not done.
And another strikeout there for Kylie Rast on the mound. So far, 5 batters, 5 outs. Yeah. She hasn't allowed a hit yet so far, and yet it's still early, but so far a great start to this game for her. See if Kaylin Butler Gathers can end this strikeout streak for Rast.
Looking, Grass is putting them in the zone. They're not even swinging, so you can't get a hit if you don't swing the bat. Also, they had a pop up and a ground out, but you just got to make contact. And, put the ball in play. You just got to trust that good things will happen. That ball gets by Atkins. No harm as there's no runners on the base. 2 outs. Kylie Grass looking for your second straight 1-2-3 inning to start this game. Strike 2, swing and miss there for Butler Gathers.
And after the way they started the bottom of that first inning, if they were able to get some of those runs home, definitely would have put this game a little bit out of reach so far with this pitching by Rast. But third out right there, 6 runners, 6 outs for Rast, and just showing her amazing talent here so far tonight.
Yeah, another 1-2-3 inning from But the offense gets you the lead, but as a pitcher, it's up to you to preserve that lead, not allowing it to run. So, doing a great job.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in once again. While we have a moment, we want to talk about the reason why Beaufort High is doing their pink out game. Thanks to everyone who contributes their time, talent, and treasures to make this happen. All funds raised will help defray the medical costs incurred. Continual prayers for her family and all those fighting cancer. So this is Caitlin's story. The reason why Beaufort High is doing the pink out game tonight. Caitlin is a Beaufort native who is an elementary special education teacher at Bridges Preparatory School. She felt a lump about 8 months ago and decided to go in for an ultrasound, in which she was told it was a clogged milk duct that would go away. 6 months later, that lump had doubled in size, so she decided to go back to the doctor. They did another ultrasound and a mammogram. The doctors decided to biopsy it, and it came back as stage 2 breast cancer type HER2 plus on January 18th. Due to the possibility of chemotherapy causing infertility, Caitlin has had to undergo a fertility cycle to get her eggs retrieved and frozen at the age of 27. Caitlin is currently doing chemotherapy every 21 days for 6 treatments. When she has completed this, she will undergo a double mastectomy. Caitlin has asked that all donations be sent to the Breast Cancer Foundation to continue to raise awareness, provide early detection screenings, breast health education, and a supportive community. That is Caitlin's story and the reason for the Beaufort High softball pink out game here tonight.
Yeah, that's a great result. They're wearing the pink jerseys, obviously, for a good cause. See Madison Miller, 7th of the box, number 7 for the Eagles, to read off this inning.
Yeah, and they have a donation bucket going around trying to raise those donations to support that breast cancer foundation. Like I said, I forgot. I didn't keep track. I know you got some games that you were missing here and there, and I didn't keep track to remind you that it was a pink out game. But the rest of the crew here has our pink on. I have pink wristbands. Lexus over here has a pink pink hoodie and hat around. So just giving our support here in the pink out game at Beaufort High.
1-1 the count for Miller. Ball 2 over.
right off the glove. You see the dirt popping off of that one. Ball 3.
Straight back there. 3-1. See if there's anything on zone. We'll try and hit it. Just trying to work the wall. And she will work the wall. On 5 pitches there.
The left fielder, number 16, Jayla Champion.
Now another basketball star. Now we talked about the Grossbeck twins earlier. Here comes Jayla Champion, another star on Coach Jones. With the runner on first, no outs. That could do some damage here.
Popped up for that foul ball really quickly.
Yeah, put contact on it, but it's very light. Lucky the first baseman wasn't able to get that one in without territory. Strike one. Good stop by the West African catcher there. 13. Get that stop there. And see the dirt come off her glove for catching that ball.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something that, like you said, you talked about it in the first couple of games, and the more I attend these games, and my little cousin plays softball, and I'm trying to get to know some of her games and tournaments as well. So definitely seeing a lot more baseball, softball action here as I get older, as that's going to be the 4th. She got hit there, so that's going to send her on to first base as champion. But definitely seen a lot more baseball here in the last about year than I have my whole life. Or should right. I probably wouldn't even say a year, 6 months. She's played a couple, and I went to one game here and there. But combined with her and the high school sports, I've definitely been around the game a lot more lately. So one of the things that was kind of crazy for me to get used to first. Strike there, but one of the first things that was different to get used to when I was setting up the graphics, I'm used to the scoreboard always being at the bottom of the screen, and I know with softball, baseball, they tend to put it towards the top so you can see what's going on the ground, because they want to see those balls when they hit the ground, and trying to scoop it up in the glove and stuff like that is very important in the strike zone as well, as you see where we have the camera positioned at right now. It'll be hard to see in a hit straight to right field.
Bases loaded for the Eagles. With Glass turning the lineup over, coming back up to bat.
I apologize. I put that out up there on accident. Still getting used to these buttons here with this new scoreboard, but I'm excited. It's definitely a lot easier for me to control and get that information accurate. A lot less glitching going on. But bases loaded for Beaufort High.
A great opportunity here for the pitcher Kylie Ross to add to already a 1-run lead, but chance to help herself here and contribute to that lead.
And this is dangerous to get to the lineup bases loaded, because Rast is the home run hitter for this team so far to the season. And that one goes out to the right. And see if it'll drop, and it hits the wall but drops the ground. One runner in. And comes champion for 2. And that's going to be a 2-run hit there for Rast. And now you got runners on second and third.
That one, you can hear it hit off the wall.
Number 3,
just
Adeline
not high
Johnson.
enough. It's definitely far enough, but just not high enough. And now Adeline Johnson back up for her second time. Still no outs with runners on the second and third. Great at bat from Rast there, helping her own cause. Johnson will see strike 1 there.
Yeah, and so far, if I'm keeping track of it correctly, that's 3 runs already on 5 hits. So Beaufort High is really getting them in there.
That one appeared a little low, but called a strike by the umpire. Now down 0-2 is Johnson. Hannah Meyer, she's in dire need of outs.
And that one hit right down the middle. Let's see if that one drops, and it does, and bringing them home. And here comes Ras to come home as well. 2 more runs, another hit. And
Center fielder, number 15, Reese Brozak.
So Kylie Rash hit one out to right field. Adam Johnson hit one out to center there. Back-to-back hits. Those RBI doubles. 4 runs scored so far in this inning.
5 runs. Oh, in this inning. You say in this inning. My bad. I caught you. Didn't catch you there at the end.
Double take a look at the scoreboard. I was like, wait, they had 6? But
What to say, and I just wanted to let you know, in case you watched the playback, your microphone is a little bit low. Trying to figure out how to fix it here. Try to adjust the volume so they can hear you a little bit better, but it is a little bit low for some odd reason. Trying to work on that.
Henny out here. Ball low there. And Reese Brozak back up again. We saw her have the RBI single and a bunt attempt back in the first. Johnson thought about trying to steal third there, but retreats back to second.
Running the third, see if she's called safe. And she will be. Stolen base over the third. The 3 balls now. Definitely in favor of the hitter here.
SSC ball 4, so good start for Reese Brozak.
Number 5, Riley Brozak.
A walk in the first 2 plate appearances. And now her twin, Riley, up to the plate. The runners on the corner, still no outs. Jenna Meyer and these Wildcats in some desperate need of outs. And now Brozak will get the second, and Johnson will touch home on the pass ball. And now 6-0 the score.
And once again, still no outs.
Yeah, and earlier, we were talking about this game, wondering if it's a possibility of a mercy. And, if Beaufort adds on a couple more, and of course, SC's not able to score, that is a very real possibility. Obviously, a couple more innings to go for that to happen, a couple more runs that Beaufort has to score. But, we talking about how you're looking forward to this game. I think it's a great. And obviously, it's still early here, but so far, it's been all Beaufort. And very well against this
Number 14, Kirsten Cruikshank.
Yeah, and them finally getting their first out, which is sorely needed by them. Beaufort on the roll, 5 runs here in this inning. My here, Thomas. So far.
Hey, you just predicted the future.
Cruikshank there, hit over to the right there.
And a productive at bat for Cruikshank there. Back-to-back groundouts for Beaufort, but Riley advanced her sister Reese over to third, and then Cruikshank able to score Reese from third. So outs and now 6-run score with Madison, or Kaylin Atkins coming up, Madison Mills on today.
I got Superhero by Metro Metro Boomin and Future. I'm always curious as to how that works with how the producer gets the credit for the song, because usually it's the rappers or the singers that are actually doing all the work on the song there, and then yet somehow they make the song and the song is by Metro Boomin or by DJ Khaled or DJ Khaled. At least he comes in and says we the best,
Opening intro on out there. See a dive from Wolf there, reaching out. Too short on that one. But strike two there.
Yeah, opportunity for them to be able to escape this inning here. 2 outs, two strikes here. So definitely they want to end the bleeding here. Definitely get this out. Meyer pitch and right over the glove, and it's going to continue as they battle it out here. Strike right over the glove in bat.
And they will get that third out there. Strong throw from their shortstop. Felt like the third base was going to get it, but it went right past her. And the shortstop, picking her up there. And never mind, now they have to get that inning after giving up 6 runs. Now in the top of the third. Grass still so far, and it's about 2, 1, 2, 3 innings. I think if you can continue that trend.
All right, everybody, we'll be right back with the top of the third.
You just hit it through.
Okay, just want to make sure I was keeping up there. Welcome back, everybody, here to the top of the third. Ras still on the mound, one close, almost past the stomach for ball one.
Yeah, and back for this inning, I didn't realize, my mic was muted, so it was unbeknownst to me. Thanks for getting that right. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay now. I was not paying attention at all, so.
Yeah, I was trying to figure it out, and I couldn't for the life. I was like, I tried to unplug it, plug it back in. I was working up the microphones on my end, just trying to figure it out. And that's the one thing I do like about baseball is you got time to be able to
In between innings.
yeah, you got time in between innings, and two, also because of the way I'm doing the cameras. With the other sports, I'm also the person working the camera as well, so I'm panning left and right, and then it's a lot more when you do the other sports. Whereas baseball, the cameras are kind of fixed angle, and I just gotta touch a button to be able to switch between them. So I can kind of continue to work on those things while you're commentating the game.
3-1.
Yeah, the first time she's been down that far so far tonight. Might get our first person on base and 3-2 full count, and maybe I'm speaking too fast to get the full count here. But yeah, and you guys heard us talking there at the beginning when we came back from commercial break. I just wanted to make sure I was keeping up with everything with the runs, and I feel like I may have lost track by one or so, but if I got it correct, 7 points. I know they had a walk and they got a sacrifice, as Thomas explains it. 6 hits and 7 runners scored here at Beaufort High. on a roll so far tonight against West
Yeah, they
Ashley.
could have had 8, but Johnson got thrown out at home as the ball was hit right back to the pitcher. So she was able to just pick that one up. And after being down 3-1 in the count, Rask bouncing back and
Number 9,
able to get the strikeout there on the full count payoff pitch.
Definitely see her get the little head nod, get a little bit excited that she has got that one a bit, would be able to battle back for her. And now we got pitcher versus pitcher here as we got Meyer now up to bat for West Ashley.
Strike one there. And a strikeout on 3 pitches. 2 straight strikeouts.
And Raz so far walking him up and walking him right back into that dugout. So far, it's been amazing so far tonight. Listen, that's one of those other things about, having such a great pitcher strike one again already. One of the things about having such a great pitcher, man, it's easy to, you're in that outfit, be able to fall asleep. So the defense has to also, they got to stay awake out there in case, anything does get hit their way, not get caught out falling asleep. And strike 2 for Raz.
Yeah, Katie McMillan down on the count 0-2. Looking for a third strikeout here, looking to strike out the side. That one fouled back right toward us, but once again, that net keeping us safe.
Right. Definitely got to appreciate it. I'm more appreciated by the one that actually goes over. It's not the normal, fence around us. We got this net just coming right over us that we can kind of, cower under just in case one actually does make it high enough to come over the actual net.
And she will strike out the side there. And that's 3 consecutive 1, 2, 3 innings for Kylie Rask. Still has not allowed a base runner nor a hit. And you mentioned, the foul ball there last night. We were at the Citadel versus Carolina baseball game. Obviously, Carolina luckily able to win that one 13-2, my first ever college baseball game. And a lot of foul balls, were hitting off the roof and rolling right back. And saw some people make like some one-handed snags, and I was cheering them on. Everybody went crazy when that happened. But.
Yeah, I saw the picture from that on Facebook. Saw the picture you said you were I could tell you were ecstatic, especially getting that Mercy Rule. You're Gamecocks fan, USC student, officially probably in the fall there once you graduate here. So
Yeah, I can't wait to attend more games there, especially in Founders Park, their home park in Columbia. So.
as a student, did you get into the games, the baseball games free? Do you know?
I actually have not looked that up. I'm not sure, but I'm hoping so. I was telling my mom, some of my teachers there as well. I got to figure out a way to get in the dugout. Maybe it's like a team manager or a bat boy or something.
Yeah. When I went to Coastal Carolina, I believe it was a certain amount of students could get in for free. We could get in for free until the student section was full, and then for the home games, it was like, I mean, for the away games, they had a bus. And like the first 100 or so students that signed up for the bus, their tickets was free. Everybody else had to pay or find their own travel. So, because definitely they want the student section filled, get it rocking in there for the teams.
Yeah,
So that sports pride.
saw a lot of Citadel cadets and saw the mascot as well. And one of my friends they were handing out not like actual baseballs, but just rubber baseballs. And one of my friends got one. He ended up giving it to a little kid who was sad that he didn't get one. So good on him. But it was a very fun atmosphere, like you said, you saw the pictures on Facebook. I was hyping those photos and glad we got the win. Never been to their softball games though, so I'll have to try that out as well. So, we're here at the softball game, and you said you were watching Alabama earlier. I'm a big fan of their pitcher, number 14, Montana Fouts, the All-American as well as an Olympian. So.
Yeah, like I said, and that's what I do. I finally, between work and this, I don't, have too much free time, and so that's what I was doing. I decided to try to watch a softball game to try to learn a little bit more of the terminology and the verbiage, and what the fans, what kind of experience you would get from watching at ESPN or Big
Yeah,
Ten
you can
Network,
pick
something
stuff
like
up
that.
from the
Yeah, yeah.
announcers as
So
well.
that's what I do. I use it to study, and I was entertained by the game. They were talking about how good Fouts was, and I forgot the picture. I think it was like number 55 from Texas, and I liked how she got really excited whenever you saw a little bit of like little feistiness in her whenever she struck somebody out. You can see her like fist bump herself, like to herself to push herself on and on
And
to the bottom of the third.
with the score being 7-0 now, number 7, Madison Miller up to the plate with Swag Surfing here playing.
That's definitely a classic right there. Swag surfing wasn't going anywhere for a long time. And we got a pitching change at the mound as we got a Crow now here starting off at the bottom of the third.
Yeah, Maurer did well, or Meyer, excuse me, I keep saying Maurer. McKenna Meyer did well in that first inning there, only allowing 1 run, but after that, it was unfortunately downhill for her, unfortunate for West Ashley. But now with Ella Crow in here, looking to try and negate those runs, hold them at 7. So
Change of pitcher, and those balls still coming in for West Ashley, and they gotta find a way to be able to get those balls inside the strike zone instead of uh, getting out wide. And you see that one roll on the ground. That one hit but fouled off to that right side.
yeah, that'll even the count at 2-2 for Madison Miller. And Crow trying to get a strikeout here for the first out of the inning. And last inning, they weren't able to get an out about the 4th or 5th batter. So huge key of emphasis for the Wildcats here. That one grounded up the middle. And the play will be made. And great play there for the Wildcats. Grounder up the middle. Good job by defense, not allowing to get through there. Now Jayla Champion back up to bat for her second time of the game. That was a big first out for Ella Crow there with McKenna Meyer not being able to get one as the strike there. Evens count 1-1.
Yeah, and like you said, not being able to get out super early in the inning is definitely a problem. Like you said, 4th to 5th batter, um, at the bottom of that last inning before she was able to get an out. And now here you already got an out early here in the inning. Definitely makes you feel better here. And then now down in the count, well, pitcher wise, up in the count for West Ashley 2-1. I mean 1-2. So
Yeah, and getting it ahead of the count is important for Crows too here. Trying to keep that score 7-0, try and give West Ashley a chance to come back. Obviously, not at the Mercy cap yet, and still a chance to come back in this game.
yeah, and head coach Amanda Matsumoto making the change early here. She's probably seen enough, and a strike there, 2 outs early there for West Ashley Ella Crow, and it's definitely might be a coaching change that might have paid off
Yeah,
already so far.
I'm gonna say 2 quick outs there. Definitely a nice change, and obviously, McKenna Meyer trying her hardest out there on the mound. And like I said, did well in the first inning, just was unable to not make it through the rest of the game and ground out here. But that one will be high,
And an
and she'll
error there.
stay at first. A throwing error there, and Ariana Smith will be staying on first base with 2 outs as the lineup turns back over, and the starting pitcher, Kylie Rass, will come back up to the plate with Adeline Johnson on deck. And both Rass and Johnson already have 2 runs batted in apiece in this game.
Another hit over to the left, trying to make that throw to first. She'll be out for the third out. Definitely a lot quicker there on the third out for West Ashley. And I know they're so happy about that, and hopefully see if they can turn some things around. Definitely got to be a momentum changer for them. So thanks everybody for tuning in here. Bottom of the third is over, and we'll be back. Top of the fourth. Welcome back, everybody, into the top of the fourth. Ella Crow, after getting the after getting the quick 1, 2, 3 hours, having a conversation with the ump, you see him there still talking back to the dugout, trying to figure out where Vanilla Ice was born, and trying to figure out definitely doing some schooling of the younger generation there, trying to get an answer out of them. She answered with a very broad one. She said America. And technically, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know either. I feel like I might have known that, but I couldn't think of it off the top of my head. So obviously, love Ice Ice Baby.
Yeah, and so far, all right, back to baseball here, 1-1 in the count for Rast here, already here in the inning.
Yeah, and Carson Wolf trying to get something jump started here. You said, that before that last inning ended, little momentum going for the Wildcats now after that quick inning from Crow on the mound, and now her catcher trying to make something happen offensively. Count 1-2 now for Kylie Rass. Trying to continue the streak of not allowing a base runner, and that'll be fouled off from Carson Wolf.
Yeah, you got to think about, how crazy that, would be. What like not even, having a runner on base, that would be equivalent to a team, a basketball team coming out and hitting like 10 threes, so far in the first half, or a team that just keeps running the ball on you in football. And so now you get here, top of the fourth inning, pretty much, halfway through the game, and you haven't got a runner on base yet. And it's not both ways, you know?
Yeah, and Carson Wolf seeing the ball well, found these pitches off, making Rast work for it. And a good take there from the catcher. Now the count evens at 2-2, but making Kylie Rast work for this out here. Couple of foul balls and then the ball there. And she swings at a high one. Had she been able to lay off that pitch, that would
Would have been a
run
ball,
the
yeah.
count full. I couldn't lay off it.
Number 5.
Yeah, she definitely kind of reached for that, and you can kind of see it in her swinging motion, where she kind of like almost fell over when she reached forward, and just kind of was just probably just getting eager to try to get a hit in. But her turn is over, and now at bat is Gabby Chinnis, I believe that's how it's going to pronounce, going for the bunt, and I'm going to kind of skip right past her ankles there.
Yeah, and going for the bunt there, I feel like West Ash is just trying to get a base runner on by any means necessary at this point. Down 7 runs, you cannot score a run unless you have runners on base. Unless, of course, you hit a solo home run. But
And she
the
got a
bunt
bunt.
attempt there, and a heads-up play from Kylie Rass to preserve the no-hitter for the second out, and that was right back to her. You're gonna bunt it, you got to kind of hit it a little bit towards that third base side, away from the pitcher, but that one right back to her and able to make the heads up play.
So yeah, so far, some great plays by the pitchers tonight. When balls have came that way, you see Raz there quickly getting the scoop and throw to first base, and then Meyer earlier in the game, she caught one that went straight towards her for an out.
And now Ella Crow up to the plate. She'll take strike one there. Swing and a miss on that one. Kylie Rass looking for her fourth straight 1-2-3 inning, and strike two goes in there. And a swing and a miss. And 4 innings, 1-2-3 each inning from Kylie Rass. Unbelievable performance on the mound from her tonight.
Yeah, so far she's definitely been it so far, and like I said, you don't really got to play too much defense. A good job on them staying alive, and then even the one kind of so hit she did allow, she scooped it up and threw it to first base for the out, like you said, to preserve that no hitter.
Yeah, we were talking about Alabama Montana Faust earlier. She looks like Montana Faust out there on the mound tonight.
It's a cool 60-degree night here for some baseball here on Ladies Island, Beaufort, South Carolina. Just want to remind you, if you are tuning into our stream here tonight, you're enjoying the game here, you can always text Beaufort to 801-801 to donate and help support our coverage of local high school sports. That is Beaufort to 801-801.
Looks like it's going to be Ella Crow on the mound still for the Wildcats, with Adeline Johnson leading off the inning. Already has a 2-run double on the night.
Leading off for the Eagles in the bottom of the fourth, number 3, Adeline Johnson.
Guess who's back?
She'll step into the box. That iconic Still Dre theme playing there. Looking to continue her hot night at the plate. She'll take strike one there. Reese Brozek on deck, with Riley to follow after her. The two twins batting back-to-back in the lineup. And that one hit out in the left field, and that'll be a single. Make that a double for Adeline Johnson. She looks like she thought about, and now she'll go 3 as an error on the throw. Too bad that one didn't even get further away. I'd like to see an inside the park home run there. But Johnson, the single, which should have been a single, turned into a triple there
Just
on the throwing error.
Yeah.
It looked like that was far enough to be a stand-up double, but she stood at first there for a second, rounded it quickly, then decided to go, and then the air on the throw to second allowed her to get to third.
Yeah, you're right. She was thinking about playing it safe, and Rass like, come on, run to third. They're coaching the runs over there at third base.
Now Reese Brozek looking to make something happen here, increase that Eagle lead.
And Crow definitely so far has been a little bit better than Meyer so far in this game, and I'm not sure if there's this normal rotation. It's the first time seeing them this year, and I think only time we'll probably see them this year, but not knowing what their typical rotation is. And another hit there, quick throw to first base.
And tagged out at home plate for the second time tonight is Adeline Johnson. Just unlucky there, but tried to come home. Probably could have stayed at third. And standing on first is Reese Brozak, and the fielder's choice on the ground out there And for the second time tonight, Johnson denied the opportunity to score at the plate.
And I apologize there on the camera angle. I tried to switch to first base, so just got used to the natural motion of throwing the first, and I switched over to first base. And fans weren't able to see that tag out there.
Yeah, like I said, second time in the game, she's hit it to that side. They've just been able to softly toss it over to home plate for the tag. Strike one there to Riley Brozek with her twin sister Reese standing over there on first. One out so far in this inning. That one hit out the middle. That'll get through for a single. Now both Brozeks on base with Riley at first and Reese on second.
14, Kirsten Cruikshank.
Now Cruikshank up to the plate. Cruikshank walking up to low down my little baby there. It became the anthem of Kansas State for any of y'all who were watching March Madness. They played that pre and post game after all their victories. And after Florida Atlantic beat Kansas State, it was kind of a little friendly trolling act. They played it as well after they beat them. So the song has become very popular during March Madness basketball.
It's always funny when teams do that. They get petty. That's when you know you did your research. I think here at the high school level, they toned down on it. I remember when I first got into high school, the rivalry was big between Beaufort High and Battery Creek, and they did a lot of there was a lot of pranks. We came one day, there was a lot of feathers left on the Beaufort High football field. Then next thing you know, I went to school the next day and there was like this reek smell of fish because obviously you can't get dolphin heads. Battery Creek mascot for the Dolphins. They just dump like a bucket of fish at the entrance. We had a bonfire. We had a paper mache eagle that we burned for a bonfire during rivalry week. And
Strikeout from Crow there. Yeah, you said they burned a paper eagle at Carolina during the Clemson football week, the Monday, because it takes place over Thanksgiving break on that Saturday. But Monday, the engineering students, they build a wooden tiger, and then football coach Shane Beamer comes out there and gives a little speech, and then they light it on fire. So love seeing rivalries in sports, with antics like that, and a mistake there, and the throw home will not be in time as Reese Brozek is going to slide in safe at home plate. And unlike Adeline Johnson, she will not be thrown out. Now 8-0 Eagles. And now a pinch runner coming up.
Maddie Miller.
Kaylin Adkins will make
that's
way.
Caroline Bryson on base now.
And Swag Surfing once again playing as Madison Miller comes up. It's like you said, a classic. It's going to be here to stay.
Yeah, definitely. Anytime that song comes out at a party, there's some songs that get weeded out.
And in the pass ball, Wolf not able to control that one. And just moments after her sister rescores, Riley Brozek will score there to make it 9-0. And I believe one more run from the Eagles, and that'll be mercy as we are here at the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, bottom of the fourth, I believe. I believe it's still 15 at this point, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's 15 after 3 and the third out really quickly there on the pop out. That's kind of got a suck right there.
That one hit there and softly pop up right to the catcher. Wolf looked up and said, "Oh, easy out."
Right, easy for me. No, thank you. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, and I kind of got to get used to it, I believe it is 15 after 3, anytime 15 after 3, and I believe it's 10 after 5. If I'm not mistaken, they have to play the 5th inning. If I'm not mistaken, or
see Kylie Rask come back out to the mound.
And it's crazy. We have to research that, so much. Whereas football, we learned at a certain point they just, coaches have to meet together and decide to go running clock. Basketball, they're kind of really, I mean, you kind of already got to run the clock there, and because it runs much. And then baseball, just having to learn, and that just shows how dominant Beaufort High has been, over the year, across the different sports. Of course, that football team winning the state championship, basketball team going 7-1 in the region, and getting to the second round of the playoffs. And now here we are in the spring softball, 7-1 here. It's already got a couple of mercy rules so far this year. The same thing with baseball, getting up in the innings as well.
Leading off the top of the fifth for the Wildcats, number 6, Nick Lamb.
Say so far watching the game, no comments tonight. Like somebody to show some school pride in the comments. Get some comments going. Go Eagles, go Wildcats. A little something there, and we might got our first hit. And no, caught by Cruishank for the tag out at
the
first.
defense picking up Ras tonight. We've seen a lot of grounders. Seen some to Johnson at third. One obviously, she had to make the throw herself, but that play there made by the second baseman, Madison Miller. Nice defensive play from her. And great pick over there at first from Cruishank, And a swing taken there from Callie Butler. That ball high from Rass, evens count at 1-1. And that will be fair. And that will end the no-hitter. And that's the first base runner allowed, as Butler able to just drop that one just in the short right field.
Number 16, Butler
The
Gathers.
Wildcats finally get a runner on base after that single from Butler. Swing and a miss there. Now 1-2, Rast ahead in the count. Butler Gathers trying to make something happen here after Butler's able to finally get on base for the Wildcats and found that pitch off there.
All right, got that count adjusted for everybody. I had to fix that first base camera. It was a little crooked when I switched over to it. Had to get that adjusted there. So sorry, a little behind. And hit and a third strike there.
Swing and a miss there from Butler Gathers and a strikeout for Kylie Grass. Now 2 outs in the inning. And Kaylin Atkins not able to corral that one, and Butler will end up at second on the pass ball. Now 3-0 count here. That she'll take a swing at that one and miss for strike one. Still ahead in the count 3-1.
Yeah, count her favor. Definitely probably was expecting to see a swing there.
And with a runner in scoring position, if she's able to get a hit here, if Butler can score from second, that'd be big for the Wildcats. Good stop.
I gotta say, I thought that was the fourth ball. Look, she was staying at staying at home plate there. Confusing first ball runner now on
Number 9,
first and second.
Meyer.
First time, not only has there been one runner on base, she got two runners on base for West Ashley and the Wildcats.
Yeah, that one not giving up on a hit though, unlike Butler, first walk of the game for Rass. So see if Coach Rass will try and get her to go the whole game, or maybe we'll see Adam Johnson come in relief. But so far, Rass still pitching well, still has yet to give up a run. So showing bunt there, but called strike two.
And like I said, it's one of those things. A conversation. I probably, I don't know what the situation would be there. The call. She's done so well so far, and okay, cool. Do you take her out because of one bad inning? You think she's tired, or do you let her go until she tries to shake it off in the sixth inning, or just go ahead and pull her, especially up 9 here in the top of the fifth.
And Adkins will fake the throw there. Looks like she might try and throw over to third, but she'll just end up holding the ball and throwing it back to Rass. Now runners on second and third. And strike three there, getting out of the inning. She allowed 2 base runners, but still has not given up a run. Pitching a shutout to number 1, Kylie Rass, on the mound for the Eagles.
Middle of the fifth, 9-0 favor of the Beaufort High School Lady Eagles here. Rass pitching a shutout here, but got lucky with that one hit with the Wildcats. Finally get one in the fifth inning there, in the no hitter for Rass, who's pretty much 3 runners up, 3 runners down.
Yeah, the
Once
first
again,
4 innings, if I was tracking it right, 1, 2, 3 for 4 straight innings. So, and our defense has played well tonight, picking her up. A couple ground balls, been able to be fielded cleanly. Not a lot of errors from this Eagles team, other than a couple of pass balls from Kaylin Adkins. They played very well defensively, but she's only a freshman, so as she gets more reps behind the plate, she'll continue to get better, and those pass balls will turn into, better framing, and she'll be able to smother it to where it doesn't get past her. Ella Crow still on the mound for her third inning of work for the Wildcats. Be interesting to see if Beaufort can get to the mercy rule in this inning.
Leading off for the Eagles in the bottom of 5.
yeah, pretty much
Number
all they
16,
need now for sure
Jayla
at the
Champion.
bottom of the fifth is they just need one run scored to go towards that mercy rule and kind of end the game should the umpire so choose to do so.
Now, Jada Champion back to the plate with Ariana Smith on deck. So we'll see the Beaufort lineup turn over once again in this inning. As she'll look at strike one from Crow.
Tell you what, we might have been able to have a different game uh, had Crow started off on the mound for the Wildcats.
Swing and a miss there from Champion. Now down 0-2 in the count. Crow ahead. Trying to get a quick first out here. Ball low. Evens the count at, or excuse me, does not even the count. That'll be the first ball. 1-2 now. She'll hit that one to the right side. That'll get through for a single. And after seeing ball one, she smoked that one right through the right side. And now with Ariana Smith coming to the plate. Champion over there at first. Ariana Smith trying to make something happen here. And a great at bat from Champion, down 0-2 in the count. Just able to stay patient, sees a ball, and then able to get her pitch and send it out to right field for a single. Strike one from Crow there to Ariana Smith. Looked like that was right down the middle, but Rass probably giving her the take sign out there. Not exactly sure what Beaufort High's signals are, but had to imagine there maybe wanted her to hold up. That ball low for ball two. Swing and a low one. That would be strike two. Count even at 2-2 with Kylie Rass on deck, looking to turn the lineup over. Smith trying to get on base for her. Ball low will run the count full at 3-2 now, and the payoff pitch from Ella Crow on the way. Smith will step out of the box briefly and step back in. Here comes the pitch from Crow. And a swing and a miss. And that'll be the first out of the inning for the Wildcats. Strikeout from Ella Crow on a full count pitch there.
And top of the lineup as signal, number one in the rotation, wearing number one, Kylie Rass.
That one hit up the left side, out into left center. Jada Champion will go to third, and Kylie Rass with a double to left center. Now Adeline Johnson, she's been thrown out a couple times at the plate tonight, but had an RBI double, has a chance here to end the game on a mercy. Only one out. RBI opportunity here for number 3.
Yeah, all that matters is she's been able to get to other teammates home tonight. She's been able to get her hits when she's been up to bat. Unfortunately, I guess as a softball player, you would like to be able to come home yourself, but
Yeah, I saw Riley Brozak slide in safe last inning, able to beat the throw, but just unlucky for her trying to run home from third base. Strike 2 there. Great job by Wolf to keep the ball close. Ahead in the count 2-1 is Johnson. Crow with the pitch on the way. She'll take a swing and miss at that one. Even the count at 2-2. That one a little low there, but
strike three for number 3, and she is going to be out. No.
And they're going to say she did not go.
So ball 3. Apologize, going to reset that count
Yeah.
here.
They asked the second umpire over there out towards in between second and third base, and able to work the walk is Adeline Johnson, and now Reese Brozek at the plate, bases loaded, 1 out.
Number 15, Reese Brozak.
Just like a first pitch ball there.
Bases loaded. That one popped up and caught.
And that's the second pop of the game, just falling right to Carson
Number
Wolf.
5, Riley Brozak.
And now it's up to Riley Brozek to drive in the game-winning run, or game-ending run, I should say. Obviously, they're well ahead, but
Well, you can't win until the game is over. Can't win until the game is over. So both are correct.
Game-winning / ending run.
I'd say either way, tomato, tomato. Potato, potato. Don't beat yourself up over it. Riley with the hit,
Grounded
going to be
foul
fouled
there.
off.
So that first base line just foul. I feel like if that would have stayed fair, the first baseman just would have been able to pick that one up and tag her out. But you never know; anything's possible. Now count even at 1-1. And that one just a little high for ball 2 from Ella Crow. And now 3-1 here. And even if, Brozek walks here, that'll drive in a run. So she has the chance to add to her RBI total, an RBI walk. That one called for. That will be a called ball 4.
And in comes Jada Champion and the Wildcats. Oh, and we just got an ejection there after the call. Someone called it awful, and they called the game there. Have a great night. I guess he probably wasn't going to call it there, not an ejection, but I guess he was going to continue to let them play. And after that, the objection from the Wildcats, I don't know if you guys could hear him talk about how awful that call was. And he
Yeah.
was like, all right, if you guys want to complain about it, let's have a good night.
Riley Brozak with the game-winning RBI walk there. Obviously, Wes Ashley not happy with that call by the umpire, but 10-0. Conley Rass with only giving up 1 hit. And they continue that winning streak. They push it to 7 now, and they're now 8-1 on the season. So this team is on fire.
Yeah, so your final score tonight, Beaufort High 10, West Ashley 0. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. And before you go, just a quick reminder, if you enjoyed our stream tonight, you can always text Beaufort to 801-801 to donate and help support our coverage of local high school sports. Once again, this has been Javon Livingston and Thomas Erdell live here on Beaufort's Own. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night. We'll get it changed over as we go live. Beaufort High versus Somerville at Somerville. And